Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wissahickon High School. It is the site of tonight's PIAA District 12 quarterfinal matchup, and it's live here on Bob Long Sports. It's playoff time, which means it's time for the big-time crew. We got a full gang here today. Bob Long, Tyler Curran, Danny Rovey, and Alex Shevchuk is with us. All of us here today to bring you what is a 6A matchup in District 12, and a familiar one, Tyler. LaSalle and Father Judge, they saw each other last week, but now it's winner moves on, loser goes home.
Yeah, Coach John Steinmetz kind of touched on this in his post-game interview last week, that it's, just a completely different game. You got to, treat it like its own individual thing. You can't be riding that momentum and overlooking this game to St. Joe's Prep. So actually a very important game, a good opportunity for LaSalle to clean up some mistakes against, again, I'm looking to the future right now, but they got to focus on this game and right the ship and prepare to win.
And you're spoken like a true coach. Right the mistakes. There was a lot that went well, Danny, as well. 5 touchdown passes for Gavin Sidwar. Tied a school record. He himself did that earlier this year against Calvert Hall. Twice for Brett Gordon and once for Kyle Shermer. So 3 really talented quarterbacks. Gavin Sidwar has had a tremendous year, and he's got an opportunity for his first postseason action as he was injured last year at this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely an important moment in the career of someone like Sidwar. Like you said, Bob, touching on that, him in the same category as players like Brett Gordon and Kyle Shermer, that's a distinct, qualification there as a LaSalle quarterback. So a sophomore, he's very young, he has a lot of time in front of him here, but definitely a great distinction early in his career. One player, like you said, Tyler, how it's important to keep your head down and keep grinding. One player who touched on that was Nick Swanson, had a lot of great receptions and a couple great touchdowns for the Explorers last week. Look to see a lot of him in this one tonight.
And Alex Shevchuk is back with us, his second broadcast with us here, a junior, and so happy to have you in the booth. So your thoughts on this one? You saw first time you're on air with us. It was a windy day here at Wissahickon High School. Now it's postseason time. Your thoughts?
Yeah, Bob. As LaSalle played Judge last week, they're both looking to win this and go play Prep. LaSalle has to get this win. They can't look backwards at what happened last week. They need to lock in and play this game today because it's totally different conditions.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Father Judge, they know that it's winner goes on, loser goes home here tonight. Tyler, one last thought from you here. It is St. Joe's Prep. Alex brought up a good point. They're waiting. They're not playing here this weekend. We know how talented that team is. That's a St. Joe's Prep team that faced LaSalle without 3 starting offensive linemen, the 2 starting running backs. Nick Swanson wasn't back in yet. You mentioned not looking ahead, but let's think about it for a second here. If they do have a chance to beat Father Judge, it's a little bit of a different LaSalle team that would be moving on in the district playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. I remember we spoke to both head coaches at St. Joe's Prep and LaSalle prior to that game, and they both kind of acknowledged those injuries. Didn't prevent St. Joe's Prep from laying off the gas, but if you remember last year, LaSalle had a chance against the St. Joe's Prep team in the playoffs after a blowout in the middle of the season. So I know St. Joe's Prep isn't taking this LaSalle team lightly if they are to advance. And I can assure you they don't have their feet kicked up on the couch. Well, maybe on Friday night, but they are doing their film study and they're preparing for whoever they need to play next week.
Well, they're doing live film study. And where are they doing it, Tyler?
Hopefully on Bob Long Sports, because I don't know where else they would do it.
Well, hey, we're excited to be here, folks, and thanks to everyone who's been following all season long. One team moves on, and we'll find out soon in 2.5 short hours. Stay with us, and kickoff is next.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers. In over 10,000 bars, restaurants, and cinemas across America, and customizable packages for every type of venue. Make your business the place for the next must. Because if fans can't make it to the stadium or arena, your venue is the next best place.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage. Dedicated to getting it done.
My name is William Ryan, and I'm attending Boston College next year. LaSalle obviously academically is so strong, and that prepares me for college, prepares me for the next 4 years at Boston College. But furthermore, I think the community here at LaSalle and the experiences that they provide will allow me to thrive at Boston College next year. The college counseling office here at LaSalle prepared me for the college application process through just one-on-one interviews with my college counselor, and also just having the door open here, and whenever I had any questions, there were so many resources for me to use and for me to be able to fill out the application to the best of my ability. Obviously we have the Choose Your Path motto, but I like to say it's more of a Blaze Your Path motto. On the basketball team, LaSalle gave me an awesome opportunity to help the team in ways that I wouldn't have expected otherwise by putting together scouting reports and stuff like that. And that's what LaSalle offers. It offers every kid to kind of take the initiative and go forth and do what they want, but do it in an individualistic way.
Hello, I'm Brother James, President of LaSalle College High School. We are excited to welcome you as you explore LaSalle.
Hi, I'm Andrew Brennan, Student Body President here at LaSalle. Over the next few minutes, you're going to experience LaSalle through an exciting lens and learn about the different paths you can explore.
Hi, I'm Jim Fike, principal of LaSalle College High School. For over 160 years, LaSalle has provided a college preparatory education to young men in the Philadelphia area. Our goal is to give them the opportunity.
We welcome you back now to Wissahickon High School. Kickoff is next, but first, the national anthem performed by the LaSalle Pep Band. The Pep Band does such a great job all year. Great to give them an opportunity to be on the live stream here. Great rendition of the national anthem. Again, welcome you back to Wissahickon High School. It's the site of a District 12 6A football matchup between LaSalle College High School and Father Judge. Your broadcast team, Bob Long, Tyler Kern, Danny Rovey, and Alex Shevchuk. We're going to bring you back inside our broadcast booth one last time. Tyler, one key for this football matchup here tonight.
Just eliminate turnovers if you're the Explorers, no stupid mistakes, and hold on to that football. You're going to win the game.
Danny.
Utilize all of your offensive weapons, whether it be Swanson, O'Brien, McFadden, Oates, Davis, Ortiz. Utilize them against this Father Judge defense.
And Alex.
Just on a LaSalle defense, just stay aggressive and keep Father Judge under pressure, and I think that LaSalle can come up on a victory off of that.
No doubt about it. LaSalle's defensive line, to your point, Alex, has been tremendous in recent weeks. Grayson McHugh, Jamel Williams, and then senior captain Kieran Campbell has been tremendous for this team. The John Steinmetz-led LaSalle Explorers. They want a date with St. Joe's Prep next weekend. It would be a Sunday, 12 p.m. kickoff from Northeast High School. Has to be at a District 12 site. And so LaSalle goes back to where there have been many, many good memories, a few not so good memories, but a ton of big games have been played in that venue. A lot of big ones here as well from Wissahickon High School. And we are underway. Father Judge in white, and they attempted an onside kick. Who's there but Kieran Campbell?
Well, Kieran Campbell right there, reading that one from the jump, able to catch that one with two hands and fall on the ground there. The Explorers are fired up on the sideline looking to take the field.
Yeah, pretty awesome for a defensive lineman to get involved with the football like that. Usually you're not the one carrying the football, you're tackling the guy with the football. So a real heads-up play. Now, I respect Judge for going for that too. That's a risky start, but Explorers coming on top there.
All right, so out comes the LaSalle offense with great field position. Led by Gavin Sidwar. He's going to be under center, and Stevie Davis is the lone tailback with Chris Filippo off center in an H position. He'll come in motion. That's Filippo. And they'll feed the beast. Stevie Davis up the middle for 8 on first down.
Stevie Davis right there just taking care of business the first play of this Explorer drive. Guys, I got to mention, the point of view we have beats last week tenfold here. We're able to see the entire field, able to see a great gain there by Stevie Davis up top.
Wait, you couldn't see the whole field last week?
No disrespect to Ramp Playground.
Absolutely not.
I love that place.
Definitely.
5 rows up. Stevie Davis goes off tackle, and Filippo brings the block, and Stevie Davis dances his way to a first down. Needed 2 and got 5.
Yeah, that's just a heads-up play. Good patience by Stevie there. Saw he wasn't going to get to the outside. Actually stopped in his tracks and then cut upfield for the first down.
And a whistle, stoppage on the field. Perhaps momentary.
Sidwar is adjusting his knee pads.
Three wide outs for LaSalle. Julian McFadden, the one in the slot. J.P. Oates at X. Sidwar stands in. He's got great protection. And avoids a tackler, now will be sacked. It's a loss of 3. It's a coverage sack for the Crusaders.
Yeah, Sidwar right there, back in the pocket, looked up, realized he really had nowhere to go. Was almost swallowed up by the first Crusader tackler, ended up being brought down on the second there for a loss.
Second and 13. Line to gain is the 22. We mentioned McFadden and Oates. Joey O'Brien, the other target in the wide receiver. LaSalle thinks they got 3 number 1s, and this is one of them. Julian McFadden. Nice run to the 26-yard line. Broke a couple of tackles along the way.
Yeah, McFadden right there using his immense physicality to be able to break off that first tackle, like you said, Bob, and just get a few extra yards off that jet sweep play.
Stevie Davis picks up a block, too.
Yeah, I thought that Judge did a good job of setting the edge there, but, man, just athleticism on that play from – wow.
3rd and 5, it's a pistol formation. LaSalle 2 downs to get the first. It's a read option. He finds Julian McFadden, who has the first. Tyler, he thought about getting to the sideline there, then I think realized exactly where that line to gain was and got downhill.
Yeah, I noticed this on the last play. They're playing like 10 to 12 yards off McFadden there, and they only needed 6 there. So, you know, a very heads-up play by Sidwar, you know, being decisive and going to McFadden, and good decisive move by McFadden to get the first down.
Danny, a lot of confidence as well in the coaching staff on 3rd and 5. An RPO, that's putting the decision-making right in the quarterback's hands.
Yeah, well, absolutely, Bob. And we've seen that a lot this year, the Explorers' tendency to go with that read option. We know that Sidwar is one who has a tendency to make quick decisions right there, and oftentimes they are really great IQ plays.
Father Judge set the edge, and those guys up the middle, the big defensive tackles, swallowed up Davis. Gain of 1. So now 2nd and 9. Here comes Nick Swanson, number 11, his first time on the field. They're going to stack wide receivers on both sides of the field. Try to confuse this Father Judge dime-looking defense. And Stevie Davis got the handoff. Boy, LaSalle got the box they wanted. They had all those cornerbacks out wide, Danny. Just one linebacker up the middle. But it doesn't matter when you get that type of penetration.
Yeah, definitely. A great read there on the defensive front by the Crusaders. It's able to swallow up Davis and bring him out of bounds there for the loss.
Well, on repeat, 3rd down with 2 downs to get a first. Line to gain is inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. First drive of the contest, it was an onside kick from Father Judge. If you're just joining us, recovered by Kieran Campbell. Sidwar, quick read. Julian McFadden spins out of 1 tackle and is gobbled up at the 14. Got about half back. It'll be 4th down and 6.
Yeah, and without a doubt, 4th down territory here for the Explorers team. We know what they're capable of on the offensive front right there. A great play out to McFadden, just didn't have enough. Poised up here with the 4th and medium.
Well, LaSalle's the big favorite here tonight, but playoff football and 4th down, anything can happen. Can Judge get off the field? It's a great throw from Gavin Sidwar, 2 yards past the line to gain. Julian McFadden on the reception.
McFadden already has 5 or 6. We don't have our stat guys with us tonight, but that's got to be his 5th or 6th catch tonight. He's looking great.
They ran 3 guys to that side of the field in a pretty small area because he got the back of the end zone to deal with as well. Father Judge goes into his zone, but Julian McFadden finds the soft pocket. So now it's 1st and goal. Ball at the 7-yard line. Davis up the middle, runs over 1 defender, but enough to take him down. Gain of 5 yards. He's in between the 3 and the 2, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, a great power run there by Davis up the gut. That's exactly what you need. Just punch away towards this goal line.
McHugh checking into the game.
I like that, Tyler. Tough to miss at 6'8", but I love that your eyes went there. Last week on a 2-point conversion, he lined up on the outside. Now he's going to line up in a tight end role.
Is that his first catch of the year?
It was. John McSorley, the H on the other side of the line. They'll go to Stevie Davis, and Sidwar knew it. Right off the handoff, John McSorley on the right side of that line of scrimmage did a great job to seal it for Davis.
Pretty much exactly what you want right there as a LaSalle Explorer fan. I mean, a methodical drive established early in Crusader territory with the onside kick, and then just able to move that one with efficiency.
They just almost burned half a quarter right there.
With the ball starting on the 40.
Yeah.
On this side of the field. That's how you impose your will. Now Stevie Davis does everything for this team, including nailing extra points. I think there was offside as well. The flag stayed in the back pocket, but 7-0 LaSalle.
Yeah, without question, and LaSalle here jumping off to an early lead. That's something that they didn't exactly do last week. A bit of a slow start for the Explorers. Obviously, we can see that is not the case here in this one, jumping right on the board early.
Pretty unique when your running back has 7 points, including the kick. You don't usually see that too often.
That's right.
What would that mean in fantasy, Tyler?
I don't know. What is it? A point for an extra point, I think. So he'd be looking pretty solid.
You get the flex position there.
Absolutely.
Real Taysom Hill type situation.
Wouldn't look too good in a points per reception
That's
league.
a throwback name.
Yeah, Stevie's a hard-nosed running back, not receiving too many catches, but
that's all right when he punches it in.
No, when he scores, yeah, with his foot and with the ball. Wow.
Joey O'Brien will kick this one off.
They just keep you guessing with these kickers.
And Father Judge is going to get great field position. They tried to kind of squib that one, but that one was on a line and right into the hands of the Crusaders.
Judge looked like they had like a wedge situation going on there almost.
Yeah, Gavin Hutz right there with the reception. We saw a lot of him last week. Definitely the #1 man in terms of receptions for the Crusaders. Nymir Appling did not have the night he intended to, so Hutz there was the next guy up and caught a lot of the passes that were thrown by Yurkov.
Yep, and Yurkov, he's going to play in the linebacking core here tonight. He's also going to be the starting quarterback for Father Judge. They'll hand it off to Eric Smith, the senior, and LaSalle up to task. Sorge in there on the stop. McHugh pops out of the pile. Williams as well.
Yeah, McHugh did a great job of showcasing his strength there. He stood that tackle up with his left arm and made the tackle with his right.
Danny, we talked about this last week. Eric Smith, we talk about bell cows a lot on this broadcast, but maybe the bell cow of all bell cows. He's going to get a ton of carries. He's gotten so many carries over the course of his career. And I think you had the stat first team All-Catholic last year. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. A tremendous honor for a player like Smith. I mean, we know his ability. Just a complete workhorse, Bob. An absolute beast and a physical player. He runs the ball really cleanly, does a great job of that, and definitely looking to continue that in this one.
Handoff is to Smith, and nowhere to go. Jamel Williams in there on the stop.
Jamel Williams having himself a year. He's a beast.
Absolutely. A couple key tackles last matchup and all throughout the year for the Explorers.
Up front there for LaSalle in that front four. They're going to throw Grayson McHugh as well as Kieran Campbell on the outside. Andrew Sorge, the freshman, and Jamel Williams. In the linebacking core, Jack Luthi, Dylan Clare, and Mason Lang. Outside, we've seen a lot of Justin Hawkins as well as Joey O'Brien. They're both out there on the field, but when they go nickel, look who's out there, Julian McFadden guarding the X-receiver. And that one is nearly intercepted, instead caught, and a lot of room down the sideline. Good, strong hands on the outside, and the Crusaders in business.
Yeah, Gavin Hutz right there, the man once again catching the football. As we can see, just takes a second to reel that one in and then get some extra yards down the sideline.
And that's interesting, lining up Hutz in the slot so that Mason Lang, the linebacker, has to pick him up. Hutz giving up a lot of height as well as weight to Lang, but able to make the catch. And again, we talked about those strong hands. It's a direct snap and right up the middle. Gain of 1. Not much there. Dylan Clare on the stop.
Yeah, Salle right there, a great read off the jump on the defensive front. They do a great job of that, just recognizing that inside run and then pouncing on the player.
Second and 9, and for the third or fourth time, Father Judge, very slow to get out of the huddle, and then they'll come out with some pace and quickly snap the football. Not trying to give away any tells to this LaSalle team that lines up with 4 down linemen. Handoff to Eric Smith, wiggles his way for 1, and then moves forward for the next 2 on the strength of his legs. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, nice work right there by Smith just to churn out a couple extra yards. But as for LaSalle, neutralizing Smith is one of the keys to their game plan. They definitely prioritized it last week and will continue to do so in this game.
Alex Shevchuk with us here. 3rd down and 6. Tell me, you're the defensive coordinator here. Are you bringing the blitz, or are you trusting your 4-man, maybe even 3 down linemen to get into the backfield and cover the area?
I mean, I'm going to go for the blitz. I see LaSalle has a great D-line, and shout out to Grayson McHugh and Jamel Williams, both sophomores, but both very talented. I think they can get a big tackle here.
3rd down and 6. They get that rush, and it's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen, but Mason Lang into the backfield too quickly. Kieran Campbell there as well. No shot for Yurkov.
Yeah, Yurkov maybe had a couple seconds. The screen needed a little more time to develop, and just great pressure from all 3 defensive linemen there. And looks like they're going for another punting.
They're going to punt this football away. We talked about Lang from the linebacking core getting in there. How about Dylan Clare as well, recognizing it was a screen and coming up and taking that linebacker, or as a linebacker, taking that running back out of the play. It's a great job of team defense by LaSalle. And here comes the offense again.
Yeah, screens are always tough to snuff out. As a defensive lineman, things are just a little too easy. And if you're only seeing red and going after the quarterback, it can bite you on that. But with that kind of speed, it helped them there. So,
and you don't. By the time you recognize it, it's too late.
Yeah, so you got to commit one way or another. But it's a tough thing to pick up, especially on the high school level.
We talked about the running backs, the receivers. How about this line for LaSalle? Lucas Donahue, Tiernan McNichol on the left-hand side of the line, the do-everything center, Andrew Brennan, Matt Thiel and Chris Selecki on the right-hand side of the line, all seniors this year. And we saw how they were running off the right-hand side of the line on the first part of the contest. Those seniors, though new to the role, have done a great job. Gain of 1 up the middle from Stevie Davis on 1st down.
Interested to see if they get Swanson involved. He was a big piece last week. I believe he came up with 2 touchdowns and a Bob Long Sports, 3 touchdowns and a Bob Long Sports interview. So which is more impressive?
Oh, you tell me. You'll have to ask him that. I know what my answer is. Sidwar, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man over the top. J.P. Oates inside the 45. Big-time throw from the sophomore.
I mean, wow, you love to see that play there from Gavin Sidwar, just airing that one out. We saw a lot of that in previous games. The LaSalle game plan went away from it for the past couple weeks against Roman Catholic and Father Judge, but always great to see that right there, a great connection down the field.
So what was a methodical drive, a 40-yard drive for a touchdown that took about 6 minutes on the first drive, they've replicated that yardage in 2 plays on their second drive. And a procedural penalty against LaSalle. 1st and 15. It's going to be tough to control the football regardless of which team wins this game, but if it is LaSalle, difficult to control the football like this against St. Joe's Prep, but this is the blueprint, is it not? Stevie Davis. Stevie Davis taking off for 6. Another look. This senior running back is having a heck of a year.
There's been some pretty good blocking downfield as well. A lot of second effort from this Explorers offense. But, Stevie's going to Stevie.
I mean, just a cohesive play right there from the Explorers. Stevie Davis on the road to 2,000 total rushing yards throughout his LaSalle career. I was told by some players on the field before the game it's approximately 150 yards to get to that 2,000-yard mark. Obviously a huge milestone for this fixture on the LaSalle team.
Ooh. That extra point is blocked. Can't advance it as the kicking team. So it's 13-0 LaSalle. Stevie Davis has 2 touchdowns on the evening, and that was 45 of those yards right there. So we might need to, at half,
review the tape
or see if somebody might have a number, and then we'll keep really close count in the second half.
My unofficial number is 65 yards. But
is that right?
That's my unofficial number. So
Tyler Kern estimate right there.
Yeah.
You feel good about that number?
I feel pretty good. All right. I feel like that's a good over-under.
Unfortunately, this isn't an over-under situation because what we'd like to do is make the broadcast call of the run that can be cut up and disseminated at a later date. And we got to make sure we get the right run. This one is caught by Smith. And Smith turns on the Jets out to the 35 and keeps churning to the 38. By the way, of course, Tyler, I'm kind of biting the hand that feeds me here because no one else is piping up with an estimate. So I appreciate you very much.
No problem. I appreciate you too, Bob. But I just noticed on that kickoff, it's not a flying V formation, but it's pretty darn close. They're forming a wedge. You can see Smith there was right in the middle of like 4 Judge guys blocking for him. They have a good starting field position.
I'm looking to my left, and I see a LaSalle legend over there, Bill Wasilenko, the historian of LaSalle football. And I wonder if he might have an idea, one, that it could be coming, the 2K number, and 2, to know where Stevie might be. The official is calling offside against LaSalle. That'll be 1st and 5 for Father Judge. Crusaders down 2 scores, looking to get back into this one, the final minute of the first quarter. Want to thank Father Judge again for having us last week. We get to do it once every 2 years, go to Ramp Playground. It's one of the more unique venues in all of high school football, and it truly was a pleasure. Thanks to Jake Surface and his staff for having us. Smith runs off tackle. Jamel Williams and Grayson McHugh, the 2 sophomores, in there on the stop.
You could see the exact moment where Jamel Williams' strength pushes Smith back here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Jamel Williams, one of the X factors here of this Explorer team.
There, sorry.
We've seen him all year long. No, Tyler, absolutely right there. You can see that power just kind of take force of the tackle, asserts himself as a dominant player.
And it's the brotherly shove on 2nd and 3. Helmet flies off for LaSalle. It's a gain of 2. Momentary stoppage on the play, but a good look getting that pad under pad leverage. The Crusaders now have a 3rd and 1. And Alex, I don't know why you don't run that at one more time. Do it again.
I mean, they got 2 yards off of it the last time. They just need 1 now. So I think they can do it again and get that 1st down.
So LaSalle's going to bring an extra linebacker on the field in the form of Cooper Heilig. Father Judge, again, slow to break that huddle. Don't be surprised if they come out in that tight set again and look to snap it quickly. The other thing that they might do is take the clock all the way down to the quarter's end, down to 11.
I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
Down to 5.
No.
They're not, though. They're going to call a timeout with 3.4 seconds left in the quarter.
I think that's delay of game.
No, they got it.
Wow.
I saw the flag,
Yeah.
but then the official went to that Judge sideline and pointed into the backfield. That is surprising.
And a mistake.
Definitely
Okay.
interesting.
That's probably better put.
Yeah.
So at least one more play in this quarter.
We can guarantee that. We can guarantee that.
I can't tell you what Stevie Davis's rushing yards are, but we can tell you that there's one more play.
And it looks like there's confusion over there, top right-hand side of your screen. Father Judge head coach having a conversation with 3 of those officials. He must have had a different count on his watch, Tyler, and thought that they could have gotten to the end of the quarter. And then when the official went and kind of gave that 10-second warning and the coach looked up and saw 13 on the clock, they didn't have any remedy at that point.
Maybe his clock had an extra 3.4 seconds on it. I'm not sure.
That could definitely be a logical reason.
But, an opportunity for a much-needed 1st down for this Father Judge offense.
And again, here the surprise is kind of out the window at this point in terms of the brotherly shove. Well, Sal might have a guy or 2 offside. They got an official looking right down the line, and we got a perfect view of it. They're going to run it for Smith. He bounces to the outside and has a first down. That'll end the first quarter on a gain of 6 yards from Eric Smith, and no laundry on the field for LaSalle being in the neutral zone.
Yeah, Eric Smith right there doing everything and more for the Crusaders. Recognizes the limited space, but takes advantage of what he has, creating holes on his own.
So a momentary stoppage. LaSalle leads by 13 points after 1 quarter of play. This portion of today's game is brought to you by Next Play Basketball. It's an AAU basketball organization here in the suburbs of Philadelphia with great coaches, tremendous teams from 3rd grade through 12th grade, boys and girls, as well as individual lessons and clinics that are set up over the course of the year. Visit them on Facebook. You can see all the great things that they're doing. And if you're a youngster, maybe looking to eventually make that junior high team, or you're in junior high looking to solidify your position or advance to play at the high school level, maybe you're a high school athlete that's looking to become one of those big-time Division I basketball players, or you're looking to play at the D3 level, there's some great basketball at all levels of basketball, and Next Play is the way to get there. So reach out to them, visit them on Facebook for all their contact information, and of course, be sure to tell them that Bob Long Sports sent you. So now, Father Judge is going to go in a pistol look with a shotgun snap and a man over the top. It was Nymir Appling and a little tug of the jersey at the back by Joey O'Brien. That should be the call.
Yeah, and O'Brien hands up there after that call. A little bit shocked on that one. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely worthy of some confusion from the LaSalle sideline.
I mean, tough to tell from that angle. He was certainly grabbing and jamming at the initial line of scrimmage there, and he rode him for a few yards. One-on-one coverage, you don't want to get beaten over the top. LaSalle didn't have any safeties there. Father Judge is going to take that look if they can get it again. They're going to run a trick play, and Yurkov got drilled. Eric Smith as well, but kept the feet moving. There's a flag in the backfield, potentially for roughing the passer.
I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, same here.
Boy, that's a tough call.
I don't agree with that at all. That was within a second of getting that football off.
Yeah, of course, and then nothing malicious there on that play right there. That was a clean hit. Like
Square
you said,
in the
Tyler.
back.
Yeah, I mean,
not low and not up near the helmet.
There's really no other way to execute that.
Campbell handled that really well. He just kind of showed up. Like, he kind of ended up being in the right position by accident. I don't think he knew it was going back to Yurkov there, but
I think it was just a normal football play.
The one thing they're calling in the pros, and you saw a lot of it last night, is landing with your full body weight on the quarterback, which, again, I think is one of the toughest things for a defensive end to control. Eric Smith, great yardage there on first down. Ball came out. When did the ball come out? I think they're whistling this down. And we got the beauty of a replay. I think that ball is out early unless they were calling it down for forward progress. That is a tough call. Top right-hand side of your screen. And your Lang is absolutely right. That ball is out, judging by the reaction of those defenders. Wow. But it's Father Judge football. 2nd down and 5. Yurkov takes off with it. Yurkov spun down at the 1. It'll be enough for a first down, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Shout out to Dylan Clare making that tackle, save him from a touchdown.
That was a violent tackle.
Big play, of course. And, you know, when Dylan Clare gets the opportunity to have a tackle like that against a quarterback outside of the pocket, he'll definitely take it, a physical player.
And there was movement there on the right side of the line for Father Judge. And that bounce of the camera there where it says 10:41, that's some frustration from the Father Judge coaching staff up here in the booth. Clearly moved early.
Such a hard thing to get right, especially when it's a game of inches like that. Every millisecond counts there.
And now LaSalle's defense no longer really within the shadow of that goalpost. I think they can get really aggressive here. Bring the extra pressure. Trust your athletes like Joey O'Brien, Justin Hawkins to go one-on-one against those receivers.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that with Coach Steinmetch's defense out there. He's got the 4 down linemen. Usually means they're prepared for the run with a bit of a lesser focus on the passing game.
Pistol look. Eric Smith with the handoff. Eric Smith into the end zone. Touchdown.
Eric Smith right there, a great run up the gut, contorts his body right there around the many blue shirts around him, just finds the lane and attacks the hole, putting Judge on the board here with 6.
That line was spectacular on the blocking side for Father Judge, and now they're an extra point away from being within 6. And you know how good this kicker, Pizarro, has been. We saw him last week hit a 40-plus yarder with no problems whatsoever. Advantage special teams to Father Judge. And how about the response from the Crusaders after trailing 13-0 and giving up touchdowns on their first 2 defensive drives?
Yeah, I think there was 3 flags on that drive against the Explorers, starting off with the offsides, and then 2 big penalties for personal fouls. So you're giving up 35 yards and penalties. It's hard to stop them from scoring.
And then, Tyler, on the contrary to that, Judge found themselves with some penalties as well. They were able to kind of recuperate, restyle their offense there in the red zone and get that ball in a couple of plays.
I noticed the Judge kicker, he'd do those chip shots at Ramp Playground because there wasn't a lot of real estate there. But that time he laid the boom. That wasn't a little chip shot.
That's right. Look
out
for that, for that building out there, yes.
Pizarro, one of the best in the game here in the Philadelphia Catholic League, and I'd argue one of the best in the state. Got a great boot and tremendous accuracy here for the Crusaders.
And he's out there for kicking everything. He's on the kickoffs and the extra points, contrary to LaSalle.
If you got him, use him.
Yeah, right.
Pizarro bangs that one towards the end zone. It'll be caught on the 1. Des Ortiz. Ortiz finds a little window out to the 29. One more guy to make miss, and he might have been going for a lot more than that.
Ortiz has had a handful of great returns this year. He looks really good. He shows good patience, and then he just takes off. He sees that gap there, and boom.
Exactly, Tyler, and a great IQ play for a kid who's as young as Ortiz. To have that sense of field vision off the kickoff is tremendous.
Julian McFadden has been a tremendous blocker on the outside as a wide receiver all year long. That's such a tough one there, looking back and trying to figure out where your guy is. But he might have been the one guy to be able to pick up that block to spring Ortiz. Sidwar sitting down in the flat. Nice pitch and catch. Gain of a few. Out to Nick Swanson. We'll give him 5 on the play.
Yeah, Sidwar right there off the bat, just finding his target really quick out of the pocket, establishing some positive movement early here.
Well, the offense has been perfect thus far. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Davis shimmies his way to the first down. Needed, call it 5, and got 5.5.
And from up here, you can really see the paint starting to chip off of Davis's helmet right there. Just a player who's not afraid to take the hits.
Yeah, you can see that with a few of the Explorers out there. You know who's taking the hits. I said that last week with Jamel Williams. There's a lot of yellow on that helmet under that scratched gold.
Sidwar, he'll take the shot. Julian McFadden, a lot of contact. There's the flag. Not much of an argument there for number 6, Rocco Westfield.
Yeah, never turned around, was locked in the entire time there.
Well, the only thing really shocking about that play was how long the referee waited to throw the laundry onto the field. I was expecting a flag right as that ball hit the deck.
Father Judge under the impression that it's a spot foul, but it is not. Here comes that Crusaders defense into your screen.
The ref had to think about it. I was like, I'll give it to you. And that was the right call.
Another pistol look. Davis up the gut. Stevie Davis having a night. Turns the corner.
Stevie Davis right there, a great play, and you just really can't give him that much space to run onto right there. The hole was massive, and that's just so dangerous for a player as quick as him.
So that's 17 yards on this drive, Tyler. I can tell you that.
I like how he thought about cutting back in, and then he sees 5 white helmets to his left, and he's like, I'll step out.
Live to see another day. LaSalle, methodical in their drives, moving down the field with purpose. Sidwar, he's got Swanson open over the middle. Boy, even a little deeper. O'Brien, the defender, slipped. But Sidwar had his eyes in the middle of the field to find Swanson.
Yeah, still
Look,
a great
top
read.
left or top right of your screen, and O'Brien had an opportunity.
Don't think you'd be too upset with that, though.
Not at
No
all.
doubt about it.
Not at all.
We're big game hunters up here, Tyler, and I know Sidwar is too. But that's a heck of a play across the middle. A really good throw.
Bob's looking
drifting to your left.
Looking for the highlight reel here.
Sidwar towards the pylon.
Oh, Mike, he got it.
Touchdown.
Oh,
Julian
my
McFadden,
goodness.
do it again.
Just an incredible play by Julian McFadden. Back-to-back-to-back games. I've always seen some crazy catches from him. Just something that you might want to see more and something that you expect.
It just seems like someone like him is just attracted to the highlight reel right there. Week after week after week, another highlight play for McFadden.
And how about his quarterback, Sidwar, for putting him in a position to do that, trusting him one-on-one. He's done it all year. And Julian McFadden has given Sidwar no reason not to trust him in those situations. They'll go for two. Up 19-7. Davis scores. He's got the 2 points, and it's 21-7.
Davis right there running hard, makes up for the block field goal attempt, and the Explorers now up a proper 2 scores.
That's so funny to me that he's out there for the extra point and he's out there for 2 points. It doesn't matter. He's out there. He's your most athletic guy on the team. So, give the ball to him any way that you can.
This portion of today's game is brought to you by the Great American Pub, with 3 locations in the suburbs of Philadelphia and run by Chuck Hempshire and the wonderful Hempshire family. Good LaSalle people. We appreciate them and their support of LaSalle student athletes as well as Bob Long Sports. We always talk about the rooftop deck. I don't know. I mean, they got the heaters. So
it's cold.
Ooh, man.
It's cold.
I think it's time to turn the heaters on, Chuck. I tell you what. But it's a tremendous place to get a bite to eat, something to drink with your friends, or to have your next corporate event. So visit the Great American Pub and tell them that Bob Long Sports sent you. Joey O'Brien. That's a well-executed squib kick there. Fielded well. And Father Judge, again, will get good field position. And those guys are blocking all the way down the field. And a flag comes in late.
That's going against the Explorers.
Yeah, the hit was without question late right there.
Well, look at these guys. I mean
that's
ball carriers back there at the 32. Block until the whistle and then some. But then they caught LaSalle turning and spinning that Crusader
And it was just a
blocker
little
to the ground.
push, push at the very end, but that's what's going to get it. And that's the right call.
We saw these teams scuffle last week, and especially when you pair a PCL rivalry with a playoff setting here at Wissahickon, of course there's going to be some tensions that flare and some aggression in this game.
So Father Judge will get their best starting field position of the day, all the way out at their own 47. Yurkov in the shotgun. They'll run the screen. Nymir Appling makes one miss. Trying to run through a second one, and the ball is loose. It's still loose. LaSalle's on it. Kieran Campbell.
It's the second time he's touched the football tonight.
I mean, how about that? Kieran Campbell right there with the soft hands bringing that one in on the deck. Ball squeaks out again, and he's just in the right place at the right time there, pouncing on that one. And the Explorers will find themselves not only with the ball, but in great field position.
And Chris Filippo laid the big lick over the middle on Nymere Appling.
That's what happens. Appling made one miss. He kind of got held up there, and then boom, ball punched out, and Campbell just in the right place at the right time.
Father Judge had a little bit of momentum. Penalty aided. Tyler, you mentioned that. Scored to cut it to 6. Couple of big plays from this offense, and the defense comes up huge. Filippo with the lick, and Campbell with the fumble recovery. Sidwar, he'll fire to the sideline. That's a long way to throw that football. It's caught. J.P. Oates got to have strong hands there. And you got to have some guts for Sidwar to flip that out there against one-on-one coverage.
It's O'Brien, is it?
There's a flag in the backfield as well.
No, that was Oates. You're right.
And it's going to go against LaSalle. And I'm replaying it just to see because I didn't see the official. So it's an ineligible man downfield, one of the linemen. And again, that can happen when you run a run-pass option because the linemen, they're not turning their eyes in the back of the field there to see, hey, did Gavin Sidwar hand that off to Davis or is he going to flip it out? So they run block when it's actually having to pass it, and you can have that penalty very easily in those situations. Stevie Davis. Davis keeps on churning. All the way down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 25 yards and a first down.
This Father Judge defense, they just don't have enough men in the box there. They have 3 down linemen, and they're all spread out in their zone defense. And, Stevie's running free.
Exactly, Tyler. And that's a mistake there that you can't afford to make in a game like this. We saw it happen a lot last week, and it does not seem to be corrected yet in this one.
Judge showed more of a 4 down lineman front last week, if I recall.
And to your point, now going with 3, a couple other linebackers, not in an edge rushing position here. They're going out in coverage. Sidwar, and it's intercepted. Father Judge comes up with a big pick. Christian Hall.
And Sidwar really telegraphed that one. He was staring down his receiver there, and unfortunately, or fortunately for Judge, just a great athletic play there, undercutting that route.
Can flip a little momentum here. Tyler, your comment was very prescient. Not putting 4 guys on the line, putting an extra 1 in coverage. They didn't rush anybody off the edge and played that zone. Gavin Sidwar threw it into that zone. A great job to make that play.
Yeah, LaSalle can put the pressure on with the run, but, yeah, they undercut that route and, great defensive play.
8 minutes, 1 second to go. As LaSalle was marching on the other side of the field on the Father Judge half to maybe make it a 3-score game. Can Tyler Yurkoff can change things here. And it's intercepted. LaSalle's going to take it back. 1 man to beat. Touchdown.
Will Ryan.
Will Ryan takes it home.
I mean, what a play right there for Will Ryan, just in the right place at the right time, rips the football out, and off to the races. We can see down the sideline, cuts in once again, and how about that for number 29 right there? What a play to put the Explorers up.
Yeah, what a play. Just trading interceptions for both teams, and one ends up with a touchdown. Pick 6.
A program guy, a senior who really didn't see much time before this year. Some injuries, and his effort has thrust him into this role, and he's taken full advantage.
Will Ryan, without doubt, one of the hardest workers on that field day in and day out right there. You love to see that happen to a kid who's given so much to this program.
Well, that's one way to flip momentum back your way. Stevie Davis hits it. It's 28-7 LaSalle.
What are Stevie's fantasy points right now?
That's the
Not
real
his rushing
tracker.
yards.
Yeah, that's the real tracker we have up here.
Well, it's a point each for each extra point. I don't know what the 2 points. I assume it's 2 in fantasy. I don't know. They don't go for too much in the NFL.
You're asking the wrong guy. Don't know.
This needs to be like a separate segment.
It's true. You're asking the wrong guy about fantasy. You'd also be asking the wrong guy about insurance. But I can tell you who to talk to. Chris Marr of E&M Insurance in North Wales. Property and casualty insurance for your business, your auto, your home, whatever it might be. Chris can help you. His wonderful staff and his great agents, they're independent, so they're going to survey all the different providers and make sure you get the best policy for the lowest cost. Visit them at eandinsurance.com, or you can visit them on Facebook. The entire Marr family wishes LaSalle luck here in the playoffs, and we thank them for their sponsorship. Judge out to the 34-yard line. Yurkoff will come back again onto the field, looking to shake off an interception that was returned for a 6 by a senior for LaSalle, Will Ryan.
There's some consecutive turnovers right there, end up resulting in the favor of LaSalle, extending this lead by a couple more scores here. Adding on to the margin here with 7:34 remaining in the quarter.
.734, it's a 3-score game. Yurkoff will roll to his left and fire on the run. It's intercepted again. Joey O'Brien inside the 35. That's the second pick on his many attempts from Tyler Yurkoff. LaSalle ball hawking.
Joey O'Brien, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the replay. He was just sitting there. He was reading Yurkoff that entire time. And there was a man open right behind O'Brien, but he did a great job of watching Yurkoff, watching where that ball is going, and just easy interception for him.
I mean, how about that right there to establish a tone of this game? A pair of picks for the Explorers, taking the field with great field position here in Crusader territory to extend this lead even further.
I mean, truly, how different does this game feel right now? The last 3 offensive plays have resulted in a turnover. The first of those was LaSalle turning it over and Father Judge getting the football back. And now a ton of blocking for Julian McFadden. Turn on the Jets. One play, 34 yards.
Yeah, from McFadden right there, it just can't get easier, and that's all due to the blocking of J.P. Oates. We can see him laying the boom and creating so much space for McFadden to run onto. It's so free back there.
Yeah, these LaSalle wideouts have always been blocking the entire game, also just leading to many touchdown opportunities, and got to give McFadden his credit. He was fast.
And again, not to kick the team while they're down, but Father Judge, they did not have the required personnel to cover the field there. 2 receivers, both of them excellent athletes, and 1 defensive back. That just is not going to work. Stevie Davis makes it 35-7, 7:17 to play second quarter. So 3 turnovers on the last 4 plays. The 4th play, a touchdown from 34 yards out.
I just love the multiple roles on this team. You got O'Brien out there, receiver, cornerback, kicker. There's a lot of everyone's serving multiple roles and covering. Yeah, it's a good team effort. I really like to see that.
There's a lot of cohesion and there's a lot of versatility there. 2 words for the day.
I like it.
Versatile cohesion.
Now we're making it a phrase. It's
cohesively versatile.
That could work.
What else, Tyler? Please give us all the comments.
Those are the 2 options.
Those are the 2, actually. Big hit there. And Father Judge will start at the 31. We'll take this opportunity to tell you about our friends Jim McLaughlin, Carrie, Garen Boyle. They are our favorite LaSalle realtors, and they can help you buy or sell your home. Interesting environment right now in the real estate market. A lot of folks want to buy a home, but who wants to sell necessarily with the way rates are? Well, Jim and Carrie can help you navigate that entire process from start to finish. They helped my wife and me. That was an equally tough time to buy in the middle of COVID. So we appreciate them, and they are true professionals. Check out their contact information below. Make sure to give them a call and tell them that Bob Long Sports sent you. Here's a screen set up for Eric Smith. Eric Smith to the second level. He needed 10 and got 15 on first down.
Yeah, that run could have been for way more. Good stretch out by Justin Hawkins, got him right in the leg.
I really liked Hawkins' play this year. He plays like he's twice his size. He's a smaller guy out there, but he plays with a lot of heart. He shined during that first St. Joe's Prep game, and I think he's played really well ever since.
Chance to settle things down a little bit here if you're Father Judge. String together a few good first downs. That's a gain of 1 from Smith. Of course, a long way to go for them, but you got to find a way to move those chains a couple sets of times, maybe get a score, get a stop, and see where that leaves you here in the second quarter.
Second quarter's felt miles longer than the first quarter, and we're not even halfway through.
And Smith is going nowhere. Dylan Clare in the backfield first. Kieran Campbell give him a half tackle as well.
And then you have Mason Lang right there to come in and finish things off. I mean, that right there is a trifecta that's pretty scary.
Good team tackle.
And that's an RPO there. Looks like they left Dylan Clare unblocked on the edge, and they elected to hand the ball off there. And Smith danced a little bit in the backfield. You can understand why, because LaSalle's D-line on the right-hand side there really bottled everything up, and he came right across the line of scrimmage to make the play. Yurkoff, incomplete. Grayson McHugh was unblocked and let go just in time, by the way, Tyler.
Yeah, again, it looked like a design screen there, but when you rush the quarterback so quickly, there's not much you can do. He blew up the play there.
Yeah, pretty scary, 6'8".
But you can't throw above, maybe through the legs, I don't know.
That's someone I'd see in my nightmares right there.
So 4th down and 10, Father Judge. They'll punt this one away. Pizarro will do the punting as well. Julian McFadden as well as Des Ortiz back deep to receive. It's a high punt. Really good one. Ortiz makes the play, makes one miss, and makes something of it out to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, and a high tackle right there initially on Ortiz. Looked a little bit like a horse collar, but not enough for a call.
This portion of today's game is brought to you by CJO Design and Construction. It's a landscape contractor. They'll also put on your hardscaped patio or deck. They can even put together a small add-on to your home. Chad Ormond and his team, boy, are they some tremendously talented guys. Help my wife and me in our backyard. If you're looking for a full-on yard redo project or just something as simple as redoing the hedges, putting mulch down, cutting the lawn week after week, he can help you through that process. That's CJO Design and Construction.com. And it's time for Des Ortiz. Out to the 46-yard line. He gains 23 on first down. Stevie Davis has had a lot of success up the middle, but Ortiz has been so good, he's got to get his licks as well.
Yeah, good awareness by Desmond Ortiz. Kind of found the gap over there and got way more than what he'd gotten if he went somewhere else.
Sometimes north and south, right, Alex?
Yeah.
It's not always best to bounce it outside. The big gap was up the middle. Give it right back to him. This time he does go off the edge, and Des Ortiz just running through tacklers. And here comes the push.
It's like a rugby maul.
Down to the 27.
Love to hear the rugby reference, Tyler. I mean, right there we can see once more just Ortiz kind of bouncing off the tackle and continuing to move, and then you have all that support right there.
The maul being typically when someone has the ball and it just like forms a mass tackle of each team trying to shove the guy down the field for better field position.
Give him 25 yards on that one. He's sneaking that yardage up on his first couple of carries on the night.
He's sniffing 40 yards in 2 carries. That's crazy. Explorers are feeling themselves, and they are feeling a running clock. If they score 7 more points, the rest of the game will be a running clock.
If it's 35 by the time we start the second half.
Ah.
Yeah, can't start the running clock until the second half.
There's always a wrinkle. I think I'm handing it to Ortiz here.
Absolutely.
That's just a thought.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Unless Sidwar is trying to pad the highlight reel, but I mean, and it looks like Judge has adjusted. They have 4 down linemen. I don't know when that happened. It might have been out there already, but obviously trying to get a little more push up front.
Ortiz bounces outside, stiff arm, but then a nice tackle by Father Judge. Second down at about 7. Hey, the band sounds really good tonight, by the way. Hopefully it's coming through. It's coming through our ears, hopefully coming through to you all watching at home.
Yeah, just like how you've added, a few new things this year. I feel like the band has some new songs.
Absolutely.
So,
always.
Love the continuous improvement.
Des Ortiz, again, a good gain on second down. He gained another 3 or 4. It'll be third down and about 3 yards to go. Line to gain is the 18.
Yeah, 4 straight plays for Desmond Ortiz, trying to keep him warm.
Put me in. I'm pretty cold.
A single high safety, 3 linebackers, and 4 down linemen. And it'll be first down for LaSalle. It jumped off sides. Thomas Gonglick.
It's hard to hide that.
Yeah, exactly. He knew it as well, and the Explorers will continue to drive here with 3:24 remaining.
Yeah, it feels like the clock is finally running for the first half, first half of this quarter. It's just been, turnovers and penalties just stopping the clock.
John McSorley in motion. Sidwar running for his life. Keeps the eyes upfield. There's Des Ortiz. Ortiz goes for the end zone. Touchdown.
Might be holding, though.
There is a flag in the backfield. Yep, and that's the call. It's a heck of an effort there from Ortiz, as you see on the replay, but
and that's going to happen.
Pretty easy call.
Yeah, sorry, as an offensive lineman, you're blocking one way, and then all of a sudden Sidwar cuts back the other way, and yeah, that's pretty common.
So that's a 10-yard penalty and should be a spot foul. So this is going to be, let's see where they walk this off from. They're just going to call it 10 yards from the initial spot.
I mean, still absolutely no worry here for the Explorers offense. A lot of time on the clock remaining, and with the way they've been moving, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to hand it off to Ortiz here.
You have 4 downs. May not need it with the way Ortiz has been running. Churns forward and got back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 10. Another great look there. Cutting back inside and using that blocking from that tremendous offensive line to guide him.
Oh, it's a shame about that holding call because that would have been a great way to cap off Ortiz's drive.
Yep.
But he says there's more in it, though. 9-yard run there. He's got more in the tank for this drive.
O'Brien, the man in motion. Sidwar keeps the eyes down the field, throws it up deep for O'Brien. It's caught, but they're going to say he was out of bounds. He secured the football, and we'll get a great look here.
O'Brien was open for so long.
Well, there's also an illegal shift called, but just for good measure, let's take a look. Boy, I don't know. I mean, listen, we don't have that angle. That official's right there. But he did a heck of a job securing that football and tried to get that foot down. Either way, it was coming back. And it came back to that motion that we called out pre-snap from Joey O'Brien. That was the illegal shift call.
Good effort by Sidwar, though. Stayed on his feet and tried to get the ball out there to O'Brien.
I know. It's a shame there was pressure because O'Brien was open for like 6 seconds there, but he did the best effort he could. He stiff-armed a man there. Sidwar, not willing to go down. Honestly, I would consider declining that penalty if I was judge.
Sidwar across the middle. Joey O'Brien brings it in, and it'll be 3rd down and about 4. Good find in the middle of the zone.
Sidwar right there threading the needle to O'Brien. Across the middle right there. That connection we've seen a lot this year, and it continues to be successful as this clock runs.
Let's explore that, Tyler. I mean,
It'd be close.
Maybe after that play, yeah, it could have been a 4th and short, potentially.
Yeah. Just kind of interesting.
Again, assuming the same set of circumstances occur after the fact.
Yeah.
3rd down, and we'll call it 4 from the 10. Des Ortiz, the lead tailback. And they'll go for Joey O'Brien, bringing it in with one hand. Touchdown. Highlights at that pylon all night long.
What is with the right corner of the end zone and one-handed catches this year?
O'Brien right there with a nasty grab over the head of the defender. You can see him signal both arms up. That is indeed a touchdown right there, extending this lead to 41-7. What a play.
Both arms up, but only one of them touched the football. Joey O'Brien with a masterpiece.
O'Brien confirming that he got inbounds that time.
Now, the all-important extra point here from Stevie Davis to make it a 35-point contest. The cold patrons on the edge of their seat, it is good. 35-point contest, and if it stays that way over the next minute and 7, it'll be a running clock situation heading into the second half.
Yeah, Stevie Davis cashing in on what may be the most important field goal of the night. I'd like to make that call ahead of time.
He managed to stay warm. Wasn't out there that entire drive. Ortiz kind of took over there.
And I do think we're going to have to wait till next week for Stevie Davis to get to 2,000 yards. I think his night is over.
Yeah.
And for good reason.
Yeah, he was injured, obviously, last time they played St. Joe's Prep. And John Steinmetz wants Stevie Davis for next game. And you couldn't ask for more momentum right now. Obviously, there's football left, but with potential running clock, momentum's really important here moving into next week.
Another record that could still be broken, but 5 touchdowns. Gavin is only 2 away from just tying. 3 more.
And this one is kicked deep. You're absolutely right, Tyler. That wedge there is something else from Father Judge.
I don't know if it's legal, but it reminds me of what they call it, the flying V in the NFL that they
that's
banned.
right.
Not much of a V, but.
So let's explore what you just said there, Alex. You said, all right, so how many touchdown passes does Sidwar have? Stevie with 2 rushing touchdowns. Weren't the other 4 passing?
No, 1 was defensive.
That's right.
Will Ryan.
It was passing just
That's
for the other team.
Just for the other team.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not half bad, Tyler.
I'm good for 1 a game.
Yurkov gets drilled. Dylan Clare on the sack.
I mean, shout out to Dylan Clare. Just like Will Ryan, didn't play his first 2 years at LaSalle. He was more of a JV type of guy, but stepped up this year as a starting linebacker.
Yeah,
down under 40 seconds.
Yeah, well, Dylan Clare, definitely one of the hardest workers on this team, to allude to your point, Alex, right there. Always great to see someone like him get involved. I mean, he always does every game. Just kind of a dependable player, a workhorse for this Explorers team.
Might be the last snap of the half, and it's a big one. Chris Filippo lines him up. Heck of a hit, but a really good run there from Zamir Dales, the backup running back. And now stoppage and a timeout. at 13 seconds left.
Oh, I love that from Filippo. It's so hard to make that tackle, just standing still, taking that full head of steam, and just showing some mental and, more importantly, physical toughness there. What a hit.
Yeah, tackle like that on stopped feet right there with your heels back on the deck. That's always hard to do, but, I mean, that takes a lot of upper body strength. Then wield that towards him and bring him back for a loss.
You could hear that from up here, too.
Yeah.
I've been a part of some of those, and you feel those the next day. Maybe not as much of a running start as that.
How about on a 40-degree day?
Night.
That'll add to it.
Speaking of 40 degrees, it's like 30 degrees colder than it was last week. How crazy is that?
Yep.
Yeah, last week it felt like a late summer night. Yeah, shorts and T-shirts, or collared shirts for that matter.
Not happy I missed that one.
That's just insane, mind-boggling to me that we had that warm of a day in October, and then all of a sudden November is here.
Winter is coming. I think the warm days of high school football are gone. Most of these games are going to be on Friday nights going forward throughout the state playoffs, and we're heading into November towards December. Yurkov. And that one is caught, and Appling will get out of bounds with 8 seconds left. Good play towards that sideline.
I love watching some of the interactions after the play. McHugh double teamed there, got crushed, stood up, pat the Judge offensive line.
Expect.
Yeah.
Speaking of November and December, Bob, LaSalle basketball coming up. Something that I'm very excited for.
Absolutely. We are all looking forward to it. We got as is that car owner there. They wanted to make sure they got on the broadcast. Final 6 seconds. Thrown towards the sideline. Hits intercepted. Julian McFadden doing it on both ends.
He celebrated so quick he dropped the ball. I didn't think they were going to give it to him.
What a play.
McFadden right there putting a button on that half there for the Explorers. Gets that one, squeaks out after he had possession, out of bounds. That is a perfect pick right there. The refs will discuss it at the spot of ball, but without a doubt, that's Explorer ball.
McFadden having himself a night.
Both sides of the ball there. I mean, that's a beast right there.
He is one of those guys that has had a great year that for one reason or another we have not had the opportunity to interview post-game. I think he's making his case.
Got my vote.
Absolutely.
Joey O'Brien, we haven't talked to him either.
Got my vote, too.
Yep.
Get them both. They're both offense, both defense.
Dual interview.
It is.
And again, in the vein of returning interceptions for a touchdown, I don't think they'll mind if we interview 3. Will Ryan. We got to get him on to talk about that as well.
Get the whole team involved.
Yeah, you know what? Bring it on. Whoever wants to talk, you can talk. What a half. What a broadcast crew. Happy to have you guys alongside. Alex Shevchuk, Danny Rovey, Tyler Kern, Brady Joyce on the camera. Great to have him back as well. And congrats to Brady and the soccer program for continuing their run. Catholic League champs, district champs, and off to the state playoffs on Tuesday. We're going to take a quick break, folks. And before you know it, second half kickoff will be with you here on Bob Long Sports.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers. In over 10,000 bars, restaurants, and cinemas across America, and customizable packages for every type of venue. Make your business the place for the next must-see event. Because if fans can't make it to the stadium or arena, your venue is the next best place.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage, dedicated to getting it done.
My name is William Ryan, and I'm attending Boston College next year. LaSalle obviously academically is so strong, and that prepares me for college, prepares me for the next 4 years at Boston College. But furthermore, I think the community here at LaSalle and the experiences that they provide will allow me to thrive at Boston College next year. The college counseling office here at LaSalle prepared me for the college application process through just one-on-one interviews with my college counselor, and also just having the door open here, and whenever I had any questions, there were so many resources for me to use and for me to be able to fill out the application to the best of my ability. Obviously we have the Choose Your Path motto, but I like to say it's more of a Blaze Your Path motto. On the basketball team, LaSalle gave me an awesome opportunity to help the team in ways that I wouldn't have expected otherwise by putting together scouting reports and stuff like that. And that's what LaSalle offers. It offers every kid to kind of take the initiative and go forth and do what they want, but do it in an individualistic way.
Hello, I'm Brother James, President of LaSalle College High School. We are excited to welcome you as you explore LaSalle.
Hi, I'm Andrew Brennan, Student Body President here at LaSalle. Over the next few minutes, you're going to experience LaSalle through an exciting lens and learn about the different paths you can explore.
Hi, I'm Jim Fike, principal of LaSalle College High School. For over 160 years, LaSalle has provided a college preparatory education to young men in the Philadelphia area. Our goal is to give them the opportunity to discover and develop their God-given talents. LaSalle's curriculum is academically challenging and designed to prepare young men for the future. LaSalle offers students choices across more than 120 topics, and our concentration program allows students to experience various career fields and earn credentials during their time here. LaSalle is a faith-centered community dedicated to the moral development of our young men. At LaSalle, you will be challenged. But if you are eager to learn, work hard, and commit to collaborating with others, you will be prepared for the next steps in your journey.
Hello, I'm Marie Stott, and I oversee all of our clubs and activities here at LaSalle. Over 85% of our students participate in our activities, and we have over 60 clubs for you to explore during your 4 years here at LaSalle.
Hi, my name is Owen Kunko, president of our TV studio called WXP. LaSalle has many opportunities for you to explore technology. Please take a look yourself. And students who are interested in video production can join our WXP Media Studio, where they create content for both our school website and social media platforms. LaSalle College High School provides the environment you'll need to ensure you're prepared for a future focused on innovation and technology.
Hi, I'm Ryan Pritchett. Welcome to the 4th floor of St. Michael Hall, also known as the Art Room. The Fine Arts program here at LaSalle is one of the many ways in which you can explore your creativity. The Visual Arts program is designed for all students who have an interest in learning the basic principles and techniques of art. Fine arts students can pursue their passions or seek new ones at LaSalle through scheduled classes that include ceramics, drawing, painting, and sculpture.
Hello, my name is Will Palopoli. I'm a junior here at LaSalle. Every day when we leave LaSalle, we see the sign, Leave to Serve. Service is just one of the ways in which you can explore your spirituality here at LaSalle.
Hi, my name's Theo Peebles. What initially drew me to LaSalle was the music program, because there are so many opportunities to get involved no matter your skill level. Music is just another one of the many ways for you to explore your creativity here at LaSalle.
I'm Bob Zanio, Athletic Administrator here at LaSalle College High School. If you are interested in competing in any sports, I encourage you to explore LaSalle.
I'm Michael McCabe, Director of Admissions and Financial Aid here at LaSalle. We hope you enjoyed today's video and got a taste for all that LaSalle has to offer. If you have any questions about the admissions process or the school, myself and the admissions team are here to help. We invite you to explore your path and unlock your potential, because before you know it, it'll be time for your next chapter.
These last 4 years have proven to be demanding, yet inspiring, all leading to our growth and transformation. It's now time to take our LaSalle education and experiences and move on to chart a new path. I have no doubt that this class will be as powerful a force of good as those who have come before us.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation, our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers. In over 10,000 bars, restaurants, and cinemas across America, and customizable packages for every type of venue. Make your business the place for the next must-see event. Because if fans can't make it to the stadium or arena, your venue is the next best place.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage, dedicated to getting it done.
My name is William Ryan, and I'm attending Boston College next year. LaSalle, obviously, academically is so strong, and that prepares me for college, prepares me for the next 4 years at Boston College. But furthermore,
all right, guys, here we are. Third quarter about to get underway. Bob Long, Tyler Kern, Danny Roby, Alex Shevchuk, and Brady Joyce. It's a 42-7 lead. And Father Judge out to the 33. Guys, you were talking before we came on the air about a new kicker for LaSalle. Was it Clock that was kicking it away? I was getting us. There
Number
it is.
96.
Clock, yes, he's back.
That was a pretty good kick.
It was a good kick.
Similar starting field position. Probably Judge's worst starting field position of the day, now that I'm looking at it, and that's on their own 32.
The clock is running, as you saw front and center there. 11:38 and ticking here in the third. LaSalle, if they can win this one here, they're going to be on their way to a date with St. Joe's Prep. Thought they was brought down by a face mask there.
Yeah, flag came in.
Okay, yep, there it is. Just didn't see the flag, but the official right in the middle was all over it.
A lot of the LaSalle faithful were happy. I talked to them over halftime, happy of the running clock due to the temperature out here, which it really is pretty mild, but I think for like the first cold of the year.
That's it.
Well,
we're just not used to it.
Yeah.
Especially when we're up here, guys. I mean, think about the altitude when you're up here in the skybox. It was sick.
Yeah.
I mean, this
really,
is like the Rockies up here.
I mean,
like
it's totally
40
different.
feet in the air.
Oh, my goodness. We're up where the birds are. So that could also add into the cold that we're feeling.
The breeze is kicking in, too.
You had a second pair of gloves with you this whole time? Yeah, it's the Rockies. Tyler, any guess?
No, Bob.
You never do. Here's Tyler Yurkov up the middle.
Don't leave me hanging.
Dumb and Dumber. I'm sorry, the movie was Dumb and Dumber that I was referring to.
Oh, we have jokes up here.
I don't even,
It's a running clock football game.
the way you rag on me, I don't even attempt those anymore.
Well, remember
Been
the
going
one,
on for too long.
Do you remember the one time I was wrong?
I don't keep score, Bob.
Well, fair enough. I just remember I got ragged for it on the comment stream, and that was a good
I
time.
missed the comments.
I know. 9:58, clock ticking here in the third quarter. LaSalle on their way again to an opportunity to get back to the District 12 semifinal where they'll take on St. Joe's Prep. Yurkov over the middle. It's intercepted. Guess who? Will Ryan. Bring it back. Bring it back. There's two flags that are going to bring this back. Will Ryan, savor the moment. It's not going to count.
Could you imagine 2 pick sixes?
Oh, that counts in my book. At this stage in the game right there. I mean, what a play right there. And you can see the acceleration all the way down the sideline. Will Ryan just does it the best there.
That is a killer. Because
Anyway.
I don't think that block was needed to spring him.
What happened? I missed it. On the block. I didn't see the block.
Oh.
I saw the pick six, Bob. Or the would-be pick six.
Block in the back is the call.
I mean, you had a lot of open space right there, Bob. I totally agree. You can let someone like that take it. I mean, he's so quick with the ball in his hands.
Was the block on Yurkov? He was on the ground. I didn't know.
That's a good question. It might have been.
Still, huge play. Will Ryan having himself a night.
LaSalle defense all over the field here.
Do you think Bob Long Sports, Will Ryan is a big fan of Will Ryan?
I have to imagine.
Yeah.
I think the two parties have exchange interaction.
Stevie Davis is back in the football game. Very interesting.
Bob, what'd you find out at halftime?
We found out that he needed 172, and they had him somewhere around 115 yards. Tack on 12 to that. He's got 127. Gavin Sidwar stays in the game at the quarterback position. The starters are out there for the time being. Looks like they might be trying to get this record here today for Stevie Davis. And tackles like that is why you might not want him on the field. That looked a little awkward, but he looks okay. No gain. Davis. It's a big hole. Stevie Davis. Davis is inside the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Nick Swanson with a huge block in the open field there, giving Stevie Davis another 10 to 20 yards.
Can someone run down and possibly check that for us? We want to make sure we know how many he needs here.
I'll just add on to what Tyler said. Good block by Nick Swanson, giving another extra 10 yards to Davis's run.
Yeah, I mean, a great run there from Davis. I mean, with someone like that, attacking the open space is just so crucial. And he's done it so well throughout his LaSalle career. He's taken off the field, but after a phenomenal run.
Does not look happy at all.
Could signify he's just short of that looming 2,000 mark.
Sidwar stands in, fires to the sideline. Julian McFadden Tries to run through a defender. He stood up. And the ball came loose well after the whistle. And then a big hit way after the whistle, too, by Gavin Muller. That is going to be very close to the first down marker.
Yeah, McFadden tried to truck his way through, trying to get to that touchdown, but left them a little short.
Timeout on the field. An injury. LaSalle driving down the field. We'll take this opportunity to tell you about our partners at Next Play Basketball, an AAU basketball organization here in the greater Philadelphia area. Wonderful coaches, great teams, 3rd through 12th grade, boys and girls, with lots of tournaments, clinics, tryouts coming up. Check them out online on Facebook at Next Play Basketball. We thank them for their sponsorship. I know on the hoop side we're all looking forward to LaSalle basketball this coming fall. Support the organizations that are supporting high school athletes and high school broadcasts like us. And we thank Next Play for their sponsorship. Tyler.
Oh, so Bob, I just stepped down in the booth. I learned 2 things. 1, it is nice and warm down there. And 2, Stevie Davis is about 9 or 10 yards short of 9 yards short, confirmed by Chris Carabella, of his breaking the 2,000-yard.
I was ready to call it if he got to the end zone there. I was fairly confident that that was going to be enough. And I was awkward in that kind of 13-yard area. I wasn't sure, didn't know what call to make. 9 yards it is, level setting.
If he did get that touchdown, he'd be about 2 yards short, I think.
Well, they're at the 6 now. They're around about the 15.
No. A play did occur while I was down in the booth. You're right.
But he's out there now. Oh, man. That's interesting. Do they feed it to him? This could throw the who do we interview at the game way out of whack.
A lot of storylines.
Just go with my suggestion of interviewing the whole team.
The whole team. First and goal from the 6. Stevie Davis. Inside the 5 to about the 1. He keeps churning. And he's to the 1-yard line. So that's 5 yards of the requisite 9 to get to 2,000 yards on the career. So what do? Do you put him on the sideline after this drive and have him get the last 3 against St. Joe's Prep? Give yourself a little spark in that game, or do you take care of it now and get the, if there is any, Stevie Davis touchdown. He's got 3 here tonight.
Yep. Sorry about that, Bob. He's out there for a reason, though, and I think they're going to try to get that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just knocking on the doorstep is an understatement here. And such an important milestone like this, I feel like you just can't sacrifice it for another game. You have to celebrate it on a game like this, where it means so much in such a momentous victory with your brothers.
There he is.
I hope we caught that.
Oh, we did. Oh, we did. Joel Clark. The kick is up and good, like clockwork. 49-7. Down to 2, maybe 3 yards, we said, for Stevie Davis. The word I was looking for was distraction. If there's any distraction, I don't know that it would be, but take care of it tonight and then go play. I think back to, we were talking about hoops at halftime. Ruben Rodriguez for Reading High School scored exactly his 2,000th point in the state semifinal before going to play Roman Catholic. They ended up winning that game, a classic in overtime. And that was our comment broadcasting that game, is perhaps the distraction is taken off the table at that point, and you can focus on 32 minutes of basketball in the state final, knowing that Ruben accomplished that in what ended up being effectively kind of a blowout in that semifinal. 5 minutes, 45 seconds to play, 49-7. LaSalle knows its destination. It'll be against St. Joe's Prep in a District 12 semifinal, effectively the 6A Catholic League title. Catholic League, of course, is a regular season title now because the Red Division encompasses multiple teams from multiple different classifications. And so you got to get right into district play. It's part of joining the PIAA. They don't quite align the way the rest of the districts do. It's very unique. Public League, Catholic League, they do their whole thing on their own for the entirety of the regular season, and they match best against best, public versus private, public versus the Catholic League in those games in the district title game. So they settle it here in the Catholic League at the 6A level. St. Joe's Prep is idle, waiting for the winner of this one.
Someone just blew up that wedge on LaSalle. It looked hilarious. Not sure who it was exactly, but.
Eric Smith, nowhere to go. Second down and 10.
Now it's great to see on this Explorers defensive front. You have a lot of underclassmen getting in some much-needed reps here. As the clock keeps ticking. 4:38 in the third.
It was Gavin Muller that went in there and blew up that flying V, but not flying V, wedge on the kickoff return. He came in real quick. That was a big hit.
That's a great IQ play, too, to get there as soon as possible, just establish yourself.
I like that. He established himself all right.
4:15 to go. Eric Smith is hit and dropped. Cooper Heilig in there on the tackle, knifing through.
Defensive end Keenan Stahl did a great job. That looked like it was potentially an RPO, and he kind of just ran at both the quarterback and the running back, kind of forcing that handoff, and, you know, the left side of the line did a good job of making the tackle. Someone else's car wants to be on Bob Long Sports as well. Not sure if that can be heard.
Got a lot of outside noise here.
Checking to make sure that's not me. We're good. Tyler Yurkoff rolls to his right, and he's going to take off with it. Yurkoff lit up, and the job is finished. He is unafraid himself to go in there and lay a lick, and he was stood up after a gain of 3.
I think that comes with being on defense as well, because you're the one laying the licks. So I think that's why he's unafraid of contact.
Lots of courage from both sides.
Father Judge will punt on 4th down and about 6. Mackay Holland back deep to receive. A high snap, and they get the punt off. It's a pretty good one. And that one may have hit a LaSalle player down on it to make the play. Get away from the football, and that's one where you have guys back there that aren't used to returning. You're waving guys off there if you're a little more experienced in that role, telling those gunners, hey, get the heck away from it.
I agree with that sentiment. I think that actually bounced off a Judge guy, though. It was close. It's hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah. Jack Koch ended up coming up with it. It's a good play. Joe Leitner and now John Steinmetz both giving him love on the sideline.
And on that punt, there was a "We Want Prep" chant breaking out below us.
Well, I got good or bad news for you. You're going to get them.
It's just news.
It's
just news.
Extra, read all about it. Sunday at noon, we're coming your way.
Has that location been determined, Bob?
It has been. Northeast High School. It's a District 12 site. Has to be. Ozzie Nelson, the freshman, is in. And so for the time being, 2,000 yards for Stevie Davis has to wait.
And I feel like, you know, Northeast High School used to be the home of all these, you know, big Philadelphia Catholic League games. And obviously they've, you know, we've moved on to other places like Wissahickon and elsewhere. So kind of excited, you know, a little nostalgia that they're going to be playing prep there.
And, of course, LaSalle beat Haverford School this year, avenging a loss from last year. Ozzie Nelson bounces off a tackler, and this freshman can really play. He's a guy that is nice to have in the program if you're a LaSalle supporter. Gain of 8.
Yeah, Bob, you know, really excited to see this LaSalle prep matchup next week. A Sunday at 12 game is really a rarity in high school sports, so it's such a blessing to see it. Both teams obviously coming in with the expectation to win, and LaSalle definitely a lot more healthy, a different look, like you said, before the game for the Explorers.
Des Ortiz, very patient, gain of 3.
You can see last year's quarterback, John McSorley, in the pocket.
How about that? Yep, Gavin Sidwar's night is done.
Yeah, and McSorley, the Northeast Philadelphia native here, playing against Father Judge. Always love to see it.
He's in the pistol along with Des Ortiz. Ortiz is tucked down from behind. Nice play there by Eric Smith coming out of the linebacking core, no gain. And that'll be the last play of the third quarter. We'll tell you quickly about our partners at CJO Design and Construction. It's a landscape contractor that can do anything for you in your lawn area, cutting the lawn, putting new mulch down, putting a new irrigation system in, sprinklers, you name it. He does a great job for his clients. My wife and I enjoyed having him and his crew at our house last fall. Did a great job for us. If you're looking for more information, and I'm sure you are, you're going to want to go to cjodesignandconstruction.com and make sure you tell Chad Ormond, our good buddy, that Bob Long Sports sent you. E&M Insurance, LLC. It's an insurance agency in North Wales, property and casualty insurance for your home, auto, business, and more. Want to appreciate our good friend Chris Marr, who's done a great job for many, many years with that firm. Great job for LaSalle High School. Prior to his role now on the Alumni Association Board, he was the president of the board. So he does a great job for the school, big advocate, and again, does an excellent job on the insurance side. Maybe you have a youthful age child that's about to become a driver. He can help you through that process. He had to go through that process himself with his sons who are alums of LaSalle. So visit them at eandminsurance.com for more. And we are into the fourth quarter now. Final 12 minutes, running clock, LaSalle on their way to a date with St. Joe's Prep. We'll throw this out there now, and you'll just have to stay tuned to Twitter and our YouTube channel for more. We're unsure what next week brings. It'll be a league decision in terms of what they're going to do with the broadcast. We'd certainly love to be there in some capacity broadcasting the game. It's a little bit out of our hands at this point, and we will pass along any and all broadcast information to you, whether it's us or somebody else. But if it is our last night out here, we really appreciate everybody and their support of us, continued following, viewership. Everything we've been able to do this year has been a lot of fun. It's been a bounce-back year in a lot of ways for this LaSalle team. Sidwar healthy the whole season, some new playmakers on the outside. Davis was phenomenal. Ortiz and Azir Nelson, not really revelations per se, but showing that it's a three-headed monster. The senior offensive line, defensive line, phenomenal. And we talked about Kelby Hampton a lot, him not being able to play on the defensive side of the football. Justin Hawkins, guys like him, Joey O'Brien, stepping up big defensively. It's been a really fun team to watch. And they continue to churn out yards. Gain of 15 yards on that play from John McSorley.
Yeah, McSorley right there. A gritty run down the sideline, fending off a lot of white jerseys there, but still moving forward with the hit.
Timeout called by Father Judge.
Father Judge sees your running clock and raises you a timeout.
Now what if the running clock continued through a timeout? I'm just asking questions here.
Oh, man.
It's a time in then.
Something like that.
Just the time.
Time. Time marches forward.
Regularly scheduled programming, yes.
I can't tell if we're all dancing to the pep band up here, if we're just trying to get warm. I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, combination.
Blood flow. But the band sounds phenomenal tonight. It's cold for them, too.
Guys down in the booth hearing some footsteps, I'm sure.
How's my man Brady Joyce doing over here?
Yeah, he looks
cold.
He looks cold.
Hanging in.
He was prepared. I mean, he came with the gloves and everything. He's got the big jacket.
It's important
on.
to know how you deal with the cold. So
right. McSorley flips it out wide for Sutter. Sutter keeps on churning. Gain of 3. Quick takeaway, guys, in case it is the last time we do this. Tyler, takeaway on the season here.
Like you said, Bob, big bounce-back season. It's been a pleasure covering this team with you, and it's been awesome seeing how they've improved and seeing Sidwar's development as just a sophomore. He's made some really, really nice reads and great throws. He's becoming a leader out there. And, this line has done a great job all year as well. It's just a well-rounded team. Unfortunately, you're in a division with St. Joe's Prep, so it's hard to advance, and I'm not saying that they cannot. They got pretty darn close to it last year. But, yeah, just, excited. It's not over yet. Even if we're not covering the game next week, I'll be listening in any way that I can.
Maybe we can even find our way to the game.
Yeah.
If we're not doing it.
Absolutely. And Bob, just from the bottom of my heart, if this is the last game that we broadcast in terms of LaSalle football, this is something that I started my junior year, the fall of my junior year with football. I started sophomore year with basketball and then, continued that interest over into football. And I can't be more gracious of everything you've given to me throughout the years. So just thank you so much for allowing me to do this, to be a part of this, to work with you as well as Tyler and Brady and Alex and whoever, all the great people that have served on this network, throughout the years. It's just been the utmost pleasure, and I'm just so eternally grateful for everything. So thank you.
Danny. Thank you. Very nice of you to say. It's also, even when football comes to a close, not over. Big
not
basketball season
not
coming.
At all. Just in terms of football season, it's been one heck of a ride.
And when Bob was talking about the bounce back and the improvement, I was going to say, Danny, you're a heck of a commentator. It's been a lot of fun doing this with you.
Oh, thank you so much, Tyler. I mean, it just is such a blessing to be in here week in and week out. Wouldn't want it any other way.
Azir Nelson, big hole opens up for him on 3rd and long, gained about 7, but it was 3rd and about 15. So let's see if the offense stays on the field here. I think they will. And the answer, Danny, or just to make sure we toss it out there, we said it to Will, we've said it to every former commentator that's done this, is the door's open. You're back from college next year for a weekend, you want to do a game, there's always a headset with your name on it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll always keep that in mind. Will was back for the St. Joe's Prep game. For that
was fun.
That was a lot of fun right there.
It's cool seeing him. It was ominous, too. We saw him on the commercial, Bob.
Yeah.
And then he was there.
4th down and 10. Azir Nelson taken down. There is a flag on the play. Maybe a little late hit as well, but that's a hold against LaSalle that will be declined. So make sure we got our stats right. That's 3 touchdowns tonight for Stevie Davis. Is that correct?
I'm not the stat guy. That sounds right.
Sounds right to me.
Where's Brandon Olimpo when you need him?
Yeah, I know that we've already had him on, but it's tough to leave 3 touchdowns off the list.
Yeah, I think it's 3 there, 3 in the air from Sidwar, and a pick 6. And
then O'Brien had an interception and a touchdown.
Yeah.
McFadden had 2 touchdowns and an interception.
Will Ryan,
and
2
Will
interceptions.
Ryan had 2 interception returns for touchdowns and one that was, unfortunately for him, called back. All right, we can roll with that.
Game's not over. I think Will wants another one.
That's right.
I don't know if he's out there.
Yeah, is he out there is the real question.
I do not believe he is.
Listen, anything is possible, Tyler.
Runs off the sideline for the interception.
It'll still count.
And Alex, we're just getting started with you. We were kind of waxing poetic with these two guys, but great to have you on these couple of weeks this season, and looking forward to hoop season with you.
Yeah, always looking forward to hoops. Always on my mind, and supporting my school's own basketball team is something that I will not be mad about.
Big hit on the outside. Smith, big gain, and nice hit by LaSalle.
Got low man wins.
Jack Koch.
I like that. He did a spin move off his block, and then he was ready to roll. Or ready to.
Why not?
Yeah. Wow.
LaSalle's got a couple big hits today. 2 from Chris Filippo.
First down and 10. And another big run. Into the second level, down to the 27-yard line, Eric Smith. Stat stuffing late in the contest.
Yeah, Smith right there, down that open lane. So hard to bring down. It took 2 explorers to do so.
Occasionally.
Okay.
Big hit there by LaSalle.
Colton McAleer.
And they're on the stop. Yeah.
All right, cool. All good.
4:09 to play. Smith again hit and dropped. Cooper Heilig in there on the stop.
This clock is running. Under 4 minutes.
The clock is moving.
Look at it go.
You just speak it into existence?
Yeah, you are.
Look, it's going down a second at a time. That's crazy.
That's amazing. Listen, give LaSalle credit. They've put themselves in a position each of the last 2 weeks to be counting down the seconds until the game's over. They were more dominant this week than last week. They'll run the screen. It's a good-looking play. And it'll be a first down. 3rd down and 11. If I was a stickler, I could argue no, that's a good play. I was going to say you could argue that that ball was caught beyond the line of scrimmage and thereby the linemen downfield were ineligible, but I think it was caught right at the line. Good play, good execution by Father Judge.
Father Judge looking to get into double digits on the day.
Patience, and now Dales goes off tackle, drives forward for 6.
Met with pressure there up in the middle by the LaSalle defense. A lot of these underclassmen here getting into the game for some of the first times all year, and always great to see in a playoff atmosphere. Get the young guys involved. That's how you build up the program.
And a big hit there. With 2 minutes left to go, it'll be 3rd down and 3. Again, as we always like to do, I will head down after the contest and grab somebody for a post-game interview. A lot of good choices. We'll see if John can give us 4. Maybe we'll do 2 at a time.
Ambitious today.
Ambitious.
We are ambitious.
We're doing what we can do.
I like McFadden and O'Brien maybe together.
Yeah. Yep, I love that.
Similar positions.
3rd down and 4. They got the first down. Can they add one more score on there today?
It's going to be close. Oh, they're calling a timeout, it looks like. Or no, I'm sorry, that is an injury timeout, which you hate to see with this game out of reach and basically a minute left.
And I think it is a Father Judge Crusader. Is that tough to tell from up here? I believe so.
Yeah, it is.
This will be the end of the road for Father Judge. End of another season here. Congratulate them on their efforts over the course of the year, and LaSalle at least one more contest. Another 48 minutes of football coming their way, and they'll take on their arch rival. Last year, again, it was a blowout in the regular season game, very similar to what it was this past year. But it was a one-possession game. LaSalle had the football on the other side of midfield. Ball in their hands, a chance to go down and tie the football game. It didn't happen. St. Joe's went on to roll every other team and win a state title. But things can happen. Open in the flat. Touchdown, Father Judge. Score with 1:03 left.
Yeah, maybe you could attribute a lot of that last year to Prep. They had like 15 to 20 penalties.
Yep.
LaSalle was closer to 0. There were certainly some on the Explorers, but I think a lot of it. But we saw some of that in this game this year too. Prep had a lot of penalties.
They did.
Yeah, something to consider. The Explorers will need to be as tight as they can be, penalty-wise, turnover-wise, and you bring that same sort of energy they did last year where they held on till the last play.
Without a doubt, and I think what we saw tonight in terms of the ball control, I think that's important. Turnovers, anytime you're gifting St. Joe's Prep with a turnover, that's going to be a challenge with some of the built-in advantages that they have. So you have to win the turnover battle. Maybe you get a big play here or there. You keep the ball out of Samaj Jones's hands. That's the blueprint. Very few teams have figured out the blueprint, to be fair, but that's the blueprint. And we'll find out next Sunday. It is a long week to prepare. They'll have 9 days until they kick off.
Yeah, of course, that Sunday game just allowing an extra couple days, a few sleeps here to ponder how to really attack these St. Joe's Prep Hawks, because at least in Pennsylvania, there really has not been a team to challenge them yet throughout this season. So excited to see that.
I guess LaSalle is anticipating an onside kick here.
Stevie Davis in the backfield.
Interesting. Not a rushing yard, as it turns out.
All-purpose yards.
And this will be blasted into the end zone. 2 knees should do the job. And what I really liked last week, and maybe I'll try to do again, is get a really nice rendition of the alma mater, because I'll be down here with the wireless mic.
Yeah,
true.
That worked out well last week.
You better get ready to get going then, Bob. Alma mater will be going in 2 to 3 minutes.
You don't know how quick we can do this, Tyler.
I know. You were a cross-country star back in the day.
So to speak. Star, lowercase s.
I don't remember you doing hurdles, though, and there's some hurdles to get over there.
Hey, there you go. Literal and figurative.
Yeah, there's a fence.
Well, there's an open gate, too. I might try that one.
There's a ladder and
there's a ladder.
Steps, so yeah.
Why don't you guys take it from here then, and I'll see you guys down on the field.
Glad we talked through Bob's route down to the field. Looking forward to his interviews with, I think we're looking for 4 Explorers.
Yeah, plus Steinmetz as well, so that we're ambitious here today.
I don't know if that ambitious or greedy. What's the
Whoa, I mean that's
greedy has a negative connotation.
Now, greedy is harsh language, Tyler. I don't know about all that. We're just looking for the best content possible. Give these players a platform and give Coach Stein a platform going into a huge matchup against St. Joseph's Prep. Prep week, this week especially, is really as important as ever. Now with more teams, more players on this team becoming healthy, it's a different Explorer squad. Excited to see that matchup, man. It really will be a great test.
Yeah, different Explorer squad. We saw what happened mid-season against the Prep in LaSalle. Different team, a lot of kids coming back from injury. O-line is back. They were down 3 of them. Now they have all 5. This season's kind of more of an improvement to last season, and I'm glad to see it.
Yeah, and 2 big rivalries within Philadelphia within 7 days of each other. We got Eagles-Cowboys week. Looking forward to that. I'm really itching for that, actually. And then, 7 days later, playing on a Sunday over at Northeast High School. That's unheard of at the high school level. I don't remember any Sunday games, if I'm being honest. So,
Definitely all we can do at least now is hope for nice weather, perhaps a little bit warmer, but apologies there for the static on Bob's end. It's a little bit tough down here, but
there we go. Oh.
Like you were saying, Danny, nice weather would be nice.
Nice weather would be nice. Now we are listening in the LaSalle alma mater, which happens at the beginning and end of every game, win or lose.
always great to see the LaSalle band end this one off on a triumphant note here. 49-14, a very similar scoreline to last week, but LaSalle just looked like the top dog all night. Got out to an early lead and just continued that throughout this game here, just shutting out the Crusaders in every light. On special teams, on defense, and on offense, the Explorers were cohesive. They were a well-put-together team. They ran the right plays at the right times, and they had the right players in the right places at the right times, we saw, with a lot of great interceptions, some of which went back to the house.
Yeah, like you were saying, Danny, not only the offense was scoring, defense, offense, special teams as well.
Yeah, I like today. You know, shout out to the band. We got two. We got the beginning, middle, or sorry, we got them in the beginning with the. We are getting some static from Bob there. I think it'll even out, but you know, we got them for the national anthem, and we got them for the alma mater. So it was nice to include them in this broadcast as well. And, our fearless leader is there on the bottom right corner of your screen, waiting to. Grab some LaSalle players and coaches after they break out.
Can we get a prediction on who he's got it?
Yeah. Who you got?
I'm thinking Stevie Davis, Will Ryan. You might have to throw Joey O'Brien in there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
what about
one.
McFadden?
Oh.
All right. Part one.
Okay, guys, we got the man of the hour, Stevie Davis, 3 touchdowns and, I don't know, at or a couple yards short of or a couple yards past 2K.
I think I'm over it. I think I needed like 150, and they said I'm at like 170. So.
Congratulations. 2K for you, joining just a few legends. Not that many that have done that in LaSalle history. What does it mean?
I mean, it means a lot. There's a ton of great running backs that came through here, but, I mean, it means a lot. And I got to give all the credit to my O-line.
Spoken like a good man there. Your O-line was fantastic. It's 5 seniors across the board. What has it been like to kind of grow with them into the spot where you are now?
I mean, I've been with them since freshman year, and I knew a couple of them before freshman year. But, I mean, we're all best friends off the field, so everyone wants to play for each other. And, yeah, all I can say is everyone wants to play for each other. So.
With 2K, you get it out of the way here tonight. You know what comes next. St. Joe's Prep, your arch rival. You guys had them in a bind with the ball, 1-possession game at the end of the game last year in the District 12 semifinal. How do you put yourself in that position again this year?
Yeah, we just got to put our heads down and grind. We obviously know it's going to be a hard game, and they've had our number for many of years, but it's a playoff game, and anything can happen.
What's that feel like, huh? Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, it feels great, but got a game next week, so it's huge. We want to go as far as we can.
Enjoy this one. Thanks again for doing this. And 2K, it's a big deal. Well done.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it.
That's Stevie Davis, and Julian McFadden will be with us momentarily.
Well, right there, such an important moment. And, oh, wow, here we have McFadden.
Julian McFadden with us. Boy, we've been waiting to talk to you all year long. The highlight reel catches, and it continues here today.
Yep. Just out here. I feel real good. I feel like we have a really good connection. And it shows what we've been doing in practice. We have good team practices. Yeah.
Your quarterback trusts you. You can tell. Anytime you have one-on-one coverage, that ball's going up. Where's that chemistry forged?
I think it came a lot from our 7-on-7 team. Level 82, we played with Torrey Smith, and out there, we play against we're like a lot of 4 and 5 stars, so that's where we just built the connection up a lot.
And from a standpoint of now taking it to the high school level, the Philadelphia Catholic League, it's big-time football. It's a big deal. What have you seen in your transition to the Catholic League?
I feel like the environment is way better during the games. Like, I feel like everybody's just more into the games. Like back at SCH, it wasn't as much, and I just feel like way more integrated into football right now.
And tell me, who are these guys here?
This is just my young boy. That's my brother, his teammate. That's his young brother, and then these are Justin's little brothers too.
That's your fan club?
I guess.
That's great. What does it mean? You're clearly a role model to these guys. See you play at a high level like this. What does that mean to you? What type of responsibility do you think you have with guys like this looking up to you?
I feel like I have a big responsibility. I just want to show all the younger people what you can do if you put in the work and if you really want it as bad as you want it.
And I'm sure what you guys want as bad as anything is another shot at St. Joe's Prep, and you get that next week. So what's this week going to be like, and what's the key?
I think the key is going to be just everybody running to their full extent and making sure that no mistakes, because that's a really good team and we can't have any mistakes against them or they're going to win, because as you know, they're number 7 in the nation.
But you know what? You guys have a chance, and you guys have an opportunity to go and play them. We wish you the best, and I just have to tell you, it's been a pleasure watching you play all year long. We're excited for next week.
Thank you.
Julian McFadden, our guest, enjoy this one, and we'll send it back to you guys.
Yeah, nice win for LaSalle. Back-to-back wins against Father Judge, both by a great margin. This one looks like a little more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just a tremendous win back-to-back weeks. We know in sports it's so hard to beat a team twice like this. We'll send Bob back down.
Can I grab you guys for one more here? John Steinmetz is with us. Sorry to interrupt your closing remarks there, but tell me, who do we have here with us?
My grandson, Noah Aiden Thompson. So he's my oldest daughter's son. Say hi, dude. Say hi. I guess that's not going to happen.
A coach in the making, though, I'm sure. Great win here tonight.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, the kids played hard, played well. We did a lot of things right, so which was good. So ran the ball a little more than normal. Here we go. You're over this way. Which was good. I mean, we did a lot of things right. Kids played hard. So, now we check that box and get ready for next week.
And now you have an opportunity. You got, not that it would be a distraction out of the way, but you got 2K out of the way for Stevie Davis. And now you have a chance to tell me and the LaSalle faithful watching what that means and what he's meant to this program.
He's been awesome to the program. I mean, he just does so much, and he always has a smile on his face. I mean, he's just such a positive attitude. But it was good. I don't know. We might be a yard or two short. We're not sure. But it's 2,000 total yards passing and rushing, receiving and rushing. So it's a good accomplishment. So it'll be a nice little thing on his resume for him.
And we're glad that we got to talk to both Stevie and Julian today. Jules has been unbelievable all year. The highlight reel catches, the trust from Sidwar. Anytime it's single coverage, that back pylon, I tell you, McFadden knows how to get the foot down and bring it in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, yes, he does. I don't know. I think he might have tied the record for TD passes in each season, so we'll have to look that up. But I think he was close. So he's been a wonderful young man. And he's been a great asset and just works hard. And we got him more on defense this week. So
got a pick.
Yeah, got a pick. So we got to we're gonna keep using them on both. So
because the team you're playing next, you got to pull out all the stops for.
Exactly. There's no sense saving anybody next week. So play them all.
We won't have you reveal any trade secrets, but you guys are a lot healthier this time going into this game than last. That has to feel good. Any keys as we stand here tonight on Friday night?
I don't know. It's too early for that. I'm going to enjoy this win, and we don't play till Sunday, so we got a lot of time to kind of prepare for it. But
well, enjoy the time. A great run to this point in the season, and we can't wait for Sunday.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
John Steinmetz with us, and now we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, oh, that's a great way to cap it off right there with some Go LaSalle chants from some of our younger fans. But really just to put a button on this one, so many storylines out of this game. We have pick sixes, records being broken. We have highlight plays. big tackles. So the Explorers really stepped up to the challenge in a game like this. Of course, beating a team twice in high school is never an easy task, but they did it. They routed the Crusaders in back-to-back weeks, 2 tremendous performances, all due to this entire team and their efforts so far this season. So, Tyler, you have any key takeaways from this one?
No, I think we kind of covered most of it. Just, great job by LaSalle doing taking care of business tonight. They, as we mentioned, hard to beat teams back-to-back nights or back-to-back games. And, it was just a lot of fun to do this with you guys. A little chilly for my taste, but, hopefully we have some nicer weather for prep.
And, Alex, your thoughts?
Yeah, just like Tyler said, it's a great team effort, and I think all of them just pushed together just to get this second win out of Judge, and look forward to playing St. Joe's Prep on Sunday at 12.
Absolutely. Well, on behalf of Bob Long Sports, my name is Danny Rovey, and alongside me today was Brady Joyce on the camera. Alex Shevchuk, thank you for all you do. Tyler Kern, always a pleasure, and Bob Long as well. Thank you so much for everything. So on behalf of Bob Long Sports, this is Danny